Hi, good evening. My name is Menino. Welcome, Bolivar, once again. So, in this case, I just want you to focus a little bit on basically content that is related to our own society. So, what touristic places have you visited so far, Bolivar, or that you know, or that you have visited with your family?
I visited Baños. I visited with my family, Ambato, and then I visited Puyo. Only three cities.
In this case, if you will have the chance to recommend people to visit Ecuador, what would be the best choice that you would offer them?
Uh, I will say Galapagos. Galapagos is a wonderful island for visit uh, for for all people for tourists to visit these islands.
Okay, now in this moment, for example, we're just going to think about another type of um, aspect. For example, things that are going to be suitable to, in this case, to be ready for a visiting to one of these places. For example, in terms of customs, food, in this case, what would be the other thing?
Culture.
Yes, it could be. But for example, if I tell you, if you're gonna go to Galapagos, what kind of clothing would you wear?
Where they wear a t-shirt or a short pants because the weather is warm. No, it's cold. Uh, when we talk about the highlands, Sierra, is cold, but in Galapagos is not the weather is cold. It's warm. In Galapagos is warm, and this is the reason that the people wear a t-shirt and pants and socks también.
That is very interesting. Also, according to the type of condition or climatic condition or weather condition, we will obviously choose other places as well, and like to be prepared, no, or to have like some kind of precaution. In this moment, we're going to listen to a podcast where I'm going to actually ask you to take some notes. Okay. So in that case, you are going to choose at the end of the audio, you could tell me like which ones from the other options that they were given, where could you go? Okay. Or which place would you recommend? So take some notes, and then obviously we're going to get what we have extracted from an audio.
Okay.
Señor, a mi lindo Ecuador, por donde quiera que tú estés, ecuatoriano soy, los inmensos que no son.
Touristic places in Ecuador. Hello, my name is Eli. I am here with my friends Santiago and Juan Diego. We are going to talk about the most beautiful country in the world, Ecuador.
Hi Ellie, how are you? It's a great summer to find a wonderful place to visit in this time. Ecuador has a lot of beautiful countryside that you can see with your friends or family. What about you, Santiago?
Hi my friends, in this morning I brought many options you can visit in our country. The way we are going to show you as the most beautiful places in Ecuador is that each of us is going to talk about one place and explain all the things you can find there.
The Galapagos Islands are an archipelago of volcanic islands. The islands have many endemic species, for example, giant tortoises, giant lions, Galapagos penguins, Darwin fishes. The island is a beautiful place for natural lovers around the world. I love Galapagos Islands because it's a unique place in the world for the animals. Incredible gastronomy, the seafood is very delicious. I love arroz marinero, bacalao con papas, bolón de verde, ceviche de cancha al agua. France knew that seafood has many benefits for our health. It is the incredible.
It's an amazing
Okay, so in this case, for the moment, okay, for the amount of time that you have heard, what do they mention about Ecuador in terms of gastronomy or other aspects that have been interested for you?
She spoke about Galapagos, that the island archipelago of volcanic island. The island has many animals, for example, giant turtles, sea lions, Galapagos penguins, and Darwin finches is a kind of type of bird. Uh, and then it is a unique place in the world. She spoke to gastronomy and the seafood. Seafood is very delicious. She said, love, arroz marinero, bacalao con papas, bolón de verde, ceviche, cancha al agua. Seafood has many benefits for our health. It is incredible gastronomy there in Galapagos.
Okay, so in this case, let's keep track about the other part and let's see what we can gather.
place, Ellie. But if you want to visit a colder place, you should go to Otavalo. This city has a lot of places that you can enjoy with your family or alone. One of the best places in this city is Peguche Waterfall. It's a very traditional waterfall because there our ancestors lived and did many rituals that you can still see today. Another one of this advantage is that it's free and you can go at any time. Nearby this place is Poncho Square. It's a traditional market where there are many things to buy like handicrafts, gifts and many more. All these things were made by hand. Sadly, a month ago another beautiful place disappeared. This place was El Lechero tree, a millennial tree located on top of a mountain with a nice view of the San Pablo Lake.
It's a nice place, Juan Diego, but I don't like the cold very much. My favorite places in Ecuador are its beaches, especially the Montañita beach. Its weather is nice and warm and there are several activities to do much as try its gastronomy or go skydive or go biking in the street. It's fascinating and the activities that can be done.
Okay, in the second section that we just heard, what can you consider that can be meaningful that you have learned about the touristic places based on your recommendations and points of view?
In my case, I like Sierra. I like the all cities there in the Sierra. Uh, it, it's in the audio he talked about Otavalo. Otavalo is a beautiful city. There are many places. As a Lechero 3, he said this is the millennial tree located on the top of time, but he talked about disappeared. I don't know what is the reason disappeared, but in another place he said um, places in Poncho Square. It's a traditional market where they are made by the hand.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next part, the dictionary. It's very important in order to understand sometimes the context that we've got within the listenings that you can have, well, actually you can use the Cambridge Dictionary. You can use also the Collins Dictionary. That is another important one. Or, for example, you can use the one that it's called the Oxford Dictionary. So you can have multiple choices where you can have access to different uh, type of meanings. So this is constantly changing and evolving day by day. Okay, but also you can have the chance to check one that is for synonyms and antonyms, that is the thesaurus.com. That is going to allow you to find another words, or when words are difficult, maybe you can find one that has like a stronger or a weaker meaning, and that you can see, okay, so this is what he meant. So I'm gonna ask you the queen into the challenge. You can share, I'm gonna give you some hints about it. Let me just place the chat. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen and I'm gonna ask you that you can share, please. Whenever you're ready, I need you that you can share the screen and I'm gonna tell you which words I want you to look for. I'm gonna ask you only 3 words.
Okay, I I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, please. I want you to share the screen with the Cambridge Dictionary.
Okay,
Yes. In that case, for example, once the screen it could be seen, I just want you to look for the word that it's called islands.
island. Okay,
So type it down. Okay, click on it. You use okay, so in that case, first of all, if I tell you what kind of word is island? Is an adjective, is an adverb, what it is?
it's an adjective.
Okay, can you check what says below the word island, please?
Okay, island is a noun.
It's a noun. Now, let's check a little bit about the word level. What word level is according to the European framework? It's a B2 word, it's a C1 word. What is it?
The level is A2.
Okay, and then as you can see, you have different contexts. You got the meaning in Spanish and another one in English. Keep scrolling down. Yes, scroll down, continue until the end to see if there is another working context. Okay, so that's very important. You can see through examples how the sentence or how the words are used in a very important context. So please, in this case, let's work with an activity where I'm going to give you, in this case, access to the Google Maps, and you can show me, in this case, some characteristics of the land where you live now. Let me see if I share with you the link for Google Map. Okay, click on it, please. And whenever you're ready, please share the screen. Okay, can you look, Bolivar, for one of the touristic places that you mentioned that it was your favorite?
Okay, my favorite place mentioned in the audio, Galapagos. Galapagos Island.
Okay, there you go. So in this case, for example, this place is surrounded by what?
surrounded by the Pacific Ocean
So it's
water.
surrounded by water. Do you
Water.
believe that it's considered that it could have a lot of green areas?
Yes, this island have a lot of green areas.
Okay, what about volcanic sites?
Volcanic sites.
Mm-hmm.
This because there are volcanic than in different region that this I believe volcanic. Yes, volcan wolf.
Okay,
Because this is an island. All the island have volcanics.
okay. In this case, for example, what does this place, by using a map, can help us to infer if a place is going to be dangerous or not?
Dangerous. I think the Isla de San Cristobal because uh, it's a very long, it's a very far from the principal island, Isla Isabela. In this island, there there not some resources uh, like a food, like clothes, because it's located very far from the
Okay,
principal island.
there you go. So in this case, I just want you that you can have the chance now to work on Canva. And in this case, I just want you that you can develop like an informative text where you can have access, in this case, to place and come up with information, maybe from artificial intelligence, or maybe with all the resources that you can help you through, so we can have how can I say? Um, I mean, the idea is that you can have an informative text that can just connect with the things that we were saying. Why would you recommend us that we can go to a specific tourist place? So I just want you, in this case, um, to have the chance, first of all, to design this part of the Canva. Choose the place that you're interested. You're gonna be provided with the tomato timer, so we can control the time. I just want shortly to get some information and design an informative text. After that, then we're going to make some a kind of reading through artificial intelligence. So the time is now, so you can work in the Canva.
Okay, let me share the link by Canva, please. I don't have the link.
Oh,
I never seen this page.
okay. So in that case, well, basically, Canva is a very important tool where we can design different type of projects. We've got our own templates. And in this case, what I want you to do is that you can have the access to develop information in there. I gave you the link already. So you can design something simple but beautiful. Yeah, so let's start.
Okay.
What kind of information do you consider you are going to place in the infographic?
The information about Galapagos Island.
Okay, so but what kind of information are you collecting?
Okay, collected by the name Galapagos, collected by the main attractions, collected recommended activities, and a brief description.
Okay, so you got 1 minute left, and then you can share the screen, please.
Okay.
Okay, please, would you mind sharing to see what have you done so far?
Okay, this is my infographic. Uh, we have the name Galapagos. I put this star. Okay, this is the image Galapagos Island. Place name Galapagos. I put this cloud. Uh, it's a very beautiful icon. Okay, and another is main attractions: giant tortoise, sea lions, Galapagos penguins, Darwin finches. Darwin finches is a kind of bird. This is okay. I use Google image for put this image in this infographic. Okay, I have the recommended activities, animal watching, and the principal image I put in this case is gastronomy, enjoying gastronomy. We can see seafood, shrimp. I can see como like patacones, juice is the special juice in these
Yeah, it seems
islands.
to be like it's more like alcohol. Maybe it's not a drink for young people.
Ah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. This is not juice. It's the alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, exactly.
Mhm.
What kind of ingredients
Yes.
do you think it has?
The principal ingredients, alcohol, like a strawberry flavor. This is, I think, the lemon. We in this that the traditional fruit in Ecuador, tamarindo,
Hmm,
like sing.
there you go.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to place in this moment, I'm going to share the other screen with a reading that actually is on AI. Okay, so we can just choose a character. In this case, I have chosen uh, about where we have chosen information that it's about Ellie, where you can have exactly the same content that you saw in the podcast before. So the idea is that you cannot miss out some of the information. Take a look in this case at the pronunciation and the way she managed to use the words in general.
We are going to talk about one of the most beautiful countries in the world, Ecuador. Hi, Ely. How are you? It's a great summer to find a wonderful place to visit at this time. Ecuador has a lot of beautiful countryside that you can see with your friends or family. What about you, Santiago? Hi, my friends. In this morning, I brought up many options you can visit in our country. The way we are going to show you the most beautiful places in Ecuador is for each of us to talk about one place and explain all the things you can find there. The Galapagos Island archipelago of volcanic islands. The island has many animals, for example, giant tortoises, sea lions, Galapagos penguins, and Darwin's finches. An island is a beautiful place for natural lovers around the world. I love Galapagos Island because it's a unique place in the world. Of the animals' incredible gastronomy and the seafood, it's very delicious. I love arroz marinero, bacalao con papas, balanda verde, ceviche de cancalagua. Seafood has many benefits for health. It is incredible. It's south and amazing place, Ely, but if you want to visit our colder place, you should go to Otavalo. This city has a lot of places that you can enjoy with your family or alone. One of the best places in this city is Paygush Waterfall. It's a very traditional waterfall because our ancestors lived and did many rituals that you can still see today. And another one of these advantages is that it's free and you can go to any time. Nearly this place is Pancho S Square. It's a traditional market where there are many things to buy like handcrafts, gifts, and many more. All these things are made by hand. Sadly, a month ago, another beautiful place disappeared. This place was the El Lechero tree, a millennial tree located on top of time with a nice view of the San Pablo Lake. It's a nice place, Juan Diego, but I don't like cold weather very much. My favorite places in Ecuador are beaches. Especially the Montanita Beach, whether it's nice to warm, and there are several activities to do such as try gastronomy, or going skydiving, or biking in the streets. It's fascinating, all the activities you can do. Thanks for listening. See you on another occasion, and see you later, friends. See you. Enjoy the music.
Okay, so in this case, for example, based on the podcast, and now that you have the chance to read with artificial intelligence with a female voice, uh, what kind of information you missed that you didn't say, that you didn't catch when you were listening?
I miss the other city, Montañita Beach. Montañita Beach is he said the weather is nice warm and there are several activities. But Juan Diego said don't like cold weather very much. He said that the like weather warm. And the Otavalo is the another place that I know her.
It's very important to emphasize that when we're describing, for example, a place or we're recommending, we strongly use adjectives and other features, that allows to make the text stand, and just mention the importance of everything in terms of culture, in terms of gastronomy, in terms of traditional facts from the area. So it's very important to take care of that. Use of infinitive actions that are being taken in continuous form. So through this type of text, you can find different components that might help you to improve the writing as it has to be. So after working on that, okay, so what I did is that I just worked with this program that is called the Question, where I just place the same text that we were listening and I just create some questions. So in this case, I'm going to provide you with those questions so you can have to so you can have the test your abilities and to know how much you do. So let me see if I share the link. Okay, so I'm gonna share the link now, and I want you to take the quiz and try to see what is the best choice. Okay, so please
Okay.
share the screen and start working on it. So until now, we have used artificial intelligence for several reasons to develop questions. In this case, to see how the script goes and the use of commas, new words in English, etc. So I have been doing very well. Continue, please. So
I share my screen or not?
yes, please. So while you make the choice and while you choose the right word for the test. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to request that you can share the screen.
Yes, I
Yes,
share my screen.
there you go. So you can tell me, okay, what have you chosen?
Okay. In the first question says that what country are Ellie and her friends talking about their conversation? Ecuador. What is the reason Ellie loves the Galapagos Island? My my answer is the letter C. It has incredible gastronomy and seafood. But which are following not mentioned?
So in that,
Which does the mention not mention in the audio listening? Llamas. Llamas is the animal kind of animal of the Sierra, in this case highlands. Okay, and the question number 4. What is the key reason Pecuche Waterfall is considered a traditional place? Um, it's a popular destination. I I believe.
okay, so we're going to try it on, no? So just go ahead and let me know.
And
So
the last question, Montañita Beach. This not mentioned is available in Montañita Beach. Skiing is impossible that in Montañita Beach nor there not snow.
yeah, it's kind of weird then.
It's weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yes, in this case, actually, you have just answered very well. So we could say that today we just try to help you. How can you just improve vocabulary through reading? Well, how the people that are in charge of writing or describing or using informative text, they must be aware of how to compare and contrast, how to highlight important things that matter. So people can make a choice. So in this case, the text becomes a persuasive text and that. So, and then obviously we practice a little bit of listening skills to see what have you been able to understand. In terms of reading and language, well, the idea is that you have tried to manage that based on the text that you read on the script, you have the opportunity to decide now through a final activity, how do they interact? So how each word interacts and how it's connected, the audio with the text itself. So that will be it. So my final question will be, Bolivar, why is important to make choices about selecting the right word or the right sentence into context?
In my context, the important thing that take a test is the create a short brief description about the whole class, but by my knowledge
Yeah,
and
it's to
my
test
learning.
how much you have learned so far. Okay, so thank
Yeah.
you so much, Bolivia, to be here today. So, well, we will continue for the next approach in the next class. Goodbye and have a nice day, a nice night.